Is it worth waiting to hit reinforcement after the first pass if he's coming back? So, okay. What you're talking about is, yeah, paint skills on point. Yeah, it was really laughable when I started using paint, because I'm like, what the hell? But I mean, I kind of got used to it, so it's kind of like basically like it's like using a blackboard in a school, right? Okay, so let's think of it this way. If this is a battleship and you have 15-second, you got a 15-second prep, or sorry, action and a 15-second prep. If you save your shit until they get here and then you hit blam and you party whatever this side, well, you did your little instantaneous, you did a little bit of something, and then they just shoot you, fly over, and then you're locked with this side being buffed for like the next 12 seconds. So that sucks. Well, what if when you're coming in, you shoot it as soon as possible? Well, you've got 15 seconds for them to come in, which is probably going to be about 5 to 6. And then they're going to shoot and they're going to go into your weak side. Okay, so you got a little bit of benefit, but you definitely got the instantaneous damage, so instant damage is nice. But you also have a weakness. Because of the 15 seconds, there's some positive, there's some negative to it. So if you are alone and you're being attacked and you feel like, if I'm going to activate this, it's just, it's not going to help more than it's going to hurt more than it's going to help, then don't activate it. You don't have to. The best way to use that for a battleship is going to be protecting, like, if there's a cruiser over here, they come in, they shoot, they take some damage, they fly over, they come back, they want to hit the cruiser. They're just living inside your buffed up priority sector. So you have that 15 seconds to try to do something, and protecting a friendly ship, you're probably going to use all 15 seconds of it. But if you're the target and there's going to be back and forth passes on you, maybe it's worth thinking about. But the instantaneous damage is pretty significant. But if it's like a half health squad or something, then maybe it's just not worth doing. Instead, if you're on a cruiser or a destroyer, you're going to have 10-second timings. And again, you're probably going to come in from the edge and then come in here, and this will be probably about 6 seconds. So you pop it, they do the whatever, and then there's just a few seconds before it's on cooldown, and you're just back to doing full damage anyway, or 100% normal damage. It's not buffed. So if you're at a cruiser, just use it at long range. If you're at a destroyer, just use it at long range and then turn off your AA. And then just turn it off. Sometimes you won't even appear on the map. If you just hit the button and turn your AA right back off, the server won't reveal you that quickly. So you could do that if you wanted to. But in terms of waiting for it to like use it on the second pass, don't even fuck with it. You hit the button, you deal instant damage. If you and the 1 or 2 other ships that are with you do it at the same time, bam, you just killed a plane, or potentially 2 planes, depending on what, well, you killed either a plane or most of a plane and its friend. So just use it because it's going to do a good upfront hit. And like if you're coming in with, say, 9 planes, 2 or 3 ships use their priority sector, basic AA is going to easily kill the 9th plane. Now you're down to 8. Your normal AA is slowly getting buffed by the ramp up. That probably kills the 8th plane. They're down to 7. They shoot. 3 of them fuck off. That leaves them with 4. What are they going to do? Come back in and go after? If they just lost 2, maybe 3 planes coming on you the first time? No, they fuck off. So you use it. It's there to be used. You use it. The only thing where it's kind of an edge case is going to be with that battleship, where you might be locked in on something for longer than you want to be, and then they can kind of linger on your other side. But theoretically, if they're going to strike you from the other side, they may just fly into your strong side after. Yeah, I realize you mean what he's talking about is if the plane comes in and strikes you, and then you activate priority sector when it comes over here, well, then he's going to linger in your priority sector, linger in your priority sector, linger in your priority sector, come back and shoot. So technically, you get more value out of that. You can, if you want to, if you're in a battleship, you could save it for that and use the 15 seconds on this. Sure, you could. I mean, As long as you're making the decision and you think this is the better choice, then do it. But if you don't have the time, like if you're in the middle of fucking crazy ass situation and you just can't think about this shit, hit the button, do the damage, move back to whatever the fuck you're doing. Don't try to game it for 115% of its possible amazing something or other. Just hit the button and go back to what the fuck you're doing. That's how it's designed, because the game can be overwhelming enough that you don't want to throw yourself into trying to min-max everything. And even when you're getting to like Hurricane level shit, Hurricane players can still, you know, they can mindfuck other Hurricane players. You can be in a situation where there's just too much shit going on to sit there and really just like, how exactly do I maximize the output of this situation? Just hit the fucking button. Just